describes his journalistic mission as covering the ludicrousness of local politics. His Substack newsletter, The Truth OC, digs deep into Orange County politics and local government. He is unabashedly partisan. He brings the receipts, sharing photos, videos, and other documents of officials behaving badly, or at least strangely.
Yeah.
He's a New York Times bestselling author of 10 books, including Showtime, which became the HBO series Winning Time. His next book, Only God Can Judge Me, The Many Lives of Tupac Shakur, is scheduled for release in October. Please welcome the incomparable Jeff Pearlman.
That was way too nice, but I appreciate it. Yeah. First of all, I just want to say the only reason I'm here is because I was promised free cookies. So this is great. And also, I also like how on the piece of paper, I'm the warm-up act for bring recyclable cans and bottles. I can't do badly. I'm not good.
Jeff.
Oh, sorry. Can I hold the mic?
Look at me.
Okay. Can you guys all hear me? Yeah. Okay. My name is Jeff Pearlman, and before I start, I just want to say something because it's a worthwhile saga. I am from a small town, Mahopac, New York, in Putnam County, New York. Has anyone ever heard of Mahopac, New York? Look at that, 12 people. Let's go. Okay, 1990, I graduated from Mahopac High School. I was a loser. I'd never kissed a girl. I had no life. And this one girl agreed to go to the prom with me, Christina Ruiz. I take Christina Ruiz to the prom. She was way out of my league, like much better, looked beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I take her to the prom. At the end of the night, I'm like, I'm finally gonna kiss a girl. Tonight's the night, I'm gonna kiss a girl. It's gonna be Christina Ruiz. I'm gonna kiss Christina Ruiz. We're taking the limo back to Jeff Goldberger's house, and then I'm gonna drive Christina Ruiz to her house. And we get to Jeff Goldberger's house, and there's still time on the limo. And Jeff Goldberger says, we'll just let the limo take all the girls back. And I'm like, no, because in my head, I'm like, no, no, no. So, but I don't have the guts to say anything, and the limo drives off, and I'm like, crap. And then I decide, I have an idea. I'm gonna drive to Christina Ruiz's house and wait out there for her to come, and I will have this romantic moment where I kiss Christina Ruiz goodnight. And there's a sad image in the movie that's never gonna get made of me sitting in front of the house for like an hour and never seeing Christina Ruiz. And the moral of the story is Christina Ruiz's mother happens to be here at this meeting tonight. In the weirdest serendipitous moment of my life. It's really cool.
Not over yet.
Yeah, it's not, there's still a chance. So that's my opening story. My name is Jeff Pearlman. I run a website called The Truth OC. And it's funny, someone said to me that there are some Republican officials here tonight. And I've gone to Republican meetings. I don't think anything's wrong with that at all. I think it's totally cool. I actually think people should go to other meetings, right? And I always think like, what would I want to say right now to a Republican? And I'm not here to make anyone feel bad. I'm not asking to stand up or hold your hand, anything like that, right? I've been watching, and I'm sure many of you have, what's going on with ICE right now. And I'm seeing these people in masks grab people, usually literally use a wrench or a hammer to break the window of their car, open their car, grab them out of the car as they're screaming, pin them to the ground. The videos are everywhere. This is everywhere. This has been very well documented. And they're doing this because these people are suspicious. And why are they suspicious? Because they're brown, they speak Spanish, and they happen to be in the wrong area at the wrong time, which is somewhere where ICE is. And this is happening over and over and over. And there are now countless cases of American citizens, this happening to American citizens who then have to explain themselves. And the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security has worked this out really well, where if you're an American citizen and they accidentally did something to you, they just accuse you of attacking an officer. And they'll say, well, they resisted, blah, 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 blah. So there's a catch-22. And what I want to say, if you are a Republican here, and again, I mean no personal disrespect, but like, are you proud of this? Like, are you really proud of this? Is this really what you want? Like, is this really what you want? Do you want mass vigilantes grabbing people because they're brown and pulling them out of their cars and having no due process and not having to identify themselves. Is this what you want? And that keeps me up at night. I'm sorry, it's not and also I know a lot of you are from New York, and I have to say, like, before I start, who's from New York? It's an easy applause line. New York, yeah. Go Mets. Okay, so I wrote a book. I'll get to my background real quick. I wrote a book about an old football league called the United States Football League. And it was a league that Donald Trump owned a team in. And it was called the USFL. And Donald Trump in a way he was a good owner, but in a way he was as slimy as hell, right? In fact, quick aside real quick is, he basically bought into this league because he wanted an NFL team. But the NFL had no interest in Donald Trump, no interest. And he arranged a secret meeting at the Pierre Hotel with the then commissioner of the NFL, Pete Rozelle. And basically he has this meeting and he says to Pete Rozelle, if you can get me an NFL team, I will help you throw this league, the USFL, under the bus. It's this new league, I don't care about it, I'm in it, but I really want an NFL team. And Pete Rozelle, the great NFL commissioner's famous words, and I interviewed a guy who was at the meeting, was, as long as I'm involved with the National Football League, as long as my heirs are involved in the National Football League, you will never have anything to do with this league. Because, and the thing I think, if you're from New York, you recognize, I know this is about the website and everything local, but like, I think the thing you recognize if you're from New York, and you're like a New Yorker, and you're like city, and you know where the good delis are, and you know where to get a slice, and you don't eat pizza with a fork and a knife, but you fold the slice and all that stuff. You recognize a con man. Like, you recognize a con man, because you used to go to Times Square, and there'd be the guys with the shell games, ripping people off, and that's Trump. And it drives me crazy that more people don't see what a con man this guy is. And like, to me, it really hit home, like really, really hit home after 9/11. I was in New York City on 9/11. I literally was driving through the city, saw the first tower on fire, saw the second tower hit by a plane. One of my good friends lost his son. And this is the thing that always got me, and I really mean this. In the aftermath of 9/11, Donald Trump first lied and said, I sent 100 of my men down to Ground Zero to help. No record of it whatsoever. Said I donated $10,000 to the 9/11 fund. Literally no record of it whatsoever. Said I saw Muslims celebrating atop a building in Jersey City. No record of it whatsoever. Bragged about having the tallest building now in Manhattan, now that the towers fell. And lastly, bragged and has continued to brag about going down and helping as a responder himself. You can literally, I was down there, I helped a little, like you can find, it's on YouTube, it's all over. And like, I have thought for years, I really have for years and years, before the masks, before all this stuff, I thought, what kind of crumb of a human being lies about being a hero on 9/11? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of absolute crumb? And I always thought the Democrats made an enormous mistake by not running on that at the time. Like, paint him as this guy, because now it's too late. But like, it just drives me crazy. Anyway, there's my little, thank you for letting me vent. Yeah, cookies are good, I fix it. Okay, so basically I run a website called The Truth OC. I started it kind of just for the hell of it. I am a little background real quick, and I'll go into it. I'm a New Yorker. I attended the University of Delaware. I started my career as a food and fashion writer at the Nashville Tennessean. I can't dress or cook, but I did the job. And I was there for about 2 years. Anyone from Nashville? Really? From Nashville? No?
He's from everywhere.
He's from, all right. Nashville, you've been to Nashville. Worked there as a newspaper writer for a long time. Moved on to Sports Illustrated. Covered Major League Baseball for Sports Illustrated for a good number of years. Then I started writing books. I've written 10 books. One of my first books was about the '86 Mets. And my wife and I moved out here 10 years ago because I had a book I was working on called Showtime that became an HBO show called Winning Time. And it was about the Lakers in the 1980s. And when I moved out here, and maybe a lot of you have this happen to you too. Like, you move out here to Orange County, and you're like, oh, Orange County, right? This is great. Like, the beaches are awesome, the pokey is really good, the pizza sucks, the bagel sucks, but that's okay. Everything else makes up for it, right? But it's good. And you're here and you're like, this is great, this is great. And slowly you start to notice something, sort of politically, or even like socially, and it's this. I'm gonna take my you notice people who stare at you with very wide eyes and this vacant look. It's almost like everything's great. Everything's great in Orange County. Nothing bad ever happens. There are no black people. It's very white and it's very safe and we all love it. And like, I was blown away by how many of my kids' friends had never been to LA, right? Literally had never been to LA. And like, we would drive them to LA just to go to a taco stand. And it was like taking them to Vietnam in '69. Like, it was like, they did not know what to expect. They were afraid. There is this bubble around Orange County, right? And I think I really started to notice it politically when you start watching school board meetings. School board meetings in particular are just crazy. And they're just like, they're these vacant looks, and we're just soccer moms, and we just really want the best for our kids, and we love our kids, and everything is great, and we need, like, you're like, all right, that's cool, and we need more God in school, and you're like, wait, what? We need more God in school, and we need more blah, 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 and we need to teach less about the negative of America, we need to teach, and you just realize we live in this sort of, we do, like, I love Orange County, but there is a bubble over it, and everything was happening, and stuff was getting worse, and Trump won again, and I just decided I'm going to start a website. I'm just going to start a website. I can do something. Here's what I can do. I don't want to run for office. I'm going to start a website. And I called it The Truth OC, and I bought the URL, www.thetruthOC.com. And early on, someone sent me a flyer about actually this guy, Jeffrey Scott Brown, coming to speak at Laguna Woods. He was speaking to the Republican Club of Laguna Woods. And almost nobody knew about it. And I was like, I really was. I was like, wait a second. An insurrectionist who is on videotape pepper spraying police officers is coming to Laguna Woods just on an invitation. Like, are we in Kentucky? Like, is this California or Kentucky? Like, what the heck? And no disrespect to Kentucky, it's very nice. And I'm from Kentucky. And I just couldn't believe it. So I wrote a post about it. And somehow it got to the Orange County Register. And then they ran something on it. And then all of a sudden, they still had the event, but I don't want any violence at all, like truly don't want any violence. But they had to hire security for the event because people were coming out to protest it. And I thought, oh, that's pretty good. And then shortly thereafter, I don't know how many of you guys heard about this, but there's a woman on the Capo Unified School Board named Judy Bullicus. And Judy Bullicus, during a meeting, used the N-word, dropped the N-word during a meeting. Do you guys not see this? This is kind of a big deal. Wait, raise your hand if you saw this. Anyone? Yeah, she dropped the N-word, and she wasn't like rapping. She was like actually just talking. She's like this white woman who just thought it was okay to use the N-word because she was using it in reference to a book. And someone sent me the video and said, do you think this is worth putting out there? And I was like, yeah, like very much worth putting out there. And I have a very big social media following. It's one of the things just being a journalist. I have 260,000 TikTok followers and a ton of Instagram followers and all this stuff. And I wrote a post about it, put it out there, put it on my social medias. And I would say, honestly, probably, if I had to guess, 3 million people saw Judy Bullicus using the N-word in some way or form, and they had this real backlash. And I just think my goal in doing this, like, I just think these people are crazy. And I think most people don't realize how crazy they are. Like, I don't mean crazy and like, ha-ha crazy. I mean like crazy. Like, crazy. Like, there's a member of the Capo Unified School Board who is a member of a religious cult. Like, she's literally a member of a religious cult, not ha-ha cult. Like, literally a member of a religious cult. But she ran on everything's great and everything's sunny and I love your kids and here's bubbles. She was giving out bubbles. Here's some free bubbles. Have some bubbles. And like, they present really nice because Orange County is a nice and friendly place and there's sunshine and palm trees. And I just think this is my opinion, and I'm open to being disagreed with, what we need to do is expose what this is and who these people are. Because the vast majority of people are sane and reasoned and just want to eat their cornflakes in the morning and go out and have a nice meal. Like most of us, Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, just want to live your life. And most of us don't realize that the school board member is using the N-word, and this school board member is in a religious cult, and you know, there are ICE agents. Like I know a lot of people who are completely unaware that ICE agents are doing this. Like just unaware, completely and totally unaware. Maybe some of you are, that's totally fair. Like people just unaware. I called my roommates from college the other day, they live in New York, and I was like, how aware are you of this going on? Kind of barely, just doesn't register. So that is my goal. Right? My goal is to expose. And I write stuff, I put it on social media, and either it goes out on its own, or it gets picked up by the local media, and that's kind of how we do it. And like, I feel like for a lot of you, I'm sure there's a feeling, because I have felt it too, like, what can I do? Like, what can I do? Like, I'm a senior citizen living in, whatever, like, what can I do? And I'm not joking about this. Like, I'm looking for stuff. And when I get stuff, I put it out there. And it could be anything locally political. It could be, if you want to write a piece about, you're mad about this, or if you happen to be going to a rally and take pictures at the rally. Like, I am looking to be like the one-stop shop. I make $0 off of this, literally zero. It is important for me. People, you can subscribe to it, and and it's free. People who pay and subscribe literally get nothing. The only thing is I put the money back into political causes. So once races come, I'm just going to donate the money. Like, I don't want a cent from this. I don't want people to think there's some cynicism behind it. I don't want any money. Like, I just want to expose these things. So like, if you go to rallies and like, you have your phone with you and you want to just videotape the rally, or if you see something that's crazy and you just want to let me know. Like literally, I learned about Jeffrey Scott Brown because someone took a picture of the flyer at Laguna Woods and just emailed it to me. And that thing blew up. I learned about the woman using the N-word because someone took a video of it and said, do you think this is interesting? That's like 80% of my material. So like, the beauty of like phones is we're all reporters in a way. And we all have the access to share information. And I'm telling you, if you want someone to help you share information, I'm your guy. For real, I really mean that. Like, that's all I want to do. I don't want a cent. I don't want any credit. I don't care. I'm tired of what's going on. It's driving me freaking crazy. I am. And I'll say one more thing. I feel like one of the things we can do, like Young Kim is the best example of this. Some of you will disagree with me on this. I don't think the best approach to Young Kim anymore is she won't hold a town hall. I just don't think enough people care. However, she voted for this bill. This district is 20% Latino. There are 200,000 Latinos living in her district, right? To me, what do? You staple this thing to her. Like, this is her. Just like I'm going to staple not literally staple, by the way. Like, like when the woman who used the N-word, if she runs again, well, that's going to be attached to you. You're going to run on that. And like, to me, Young Kim, you have to please. These 200,000 people are going to be more motivated than ever to vote because people are getting grabbed off the streets. So like, I think that's a winning issue. And I just think we need to look, the Republicans are amazingly good at taking single things. It dates back to Willie Horton and Michael Dukakis, right? John Kerry was swift voting. Name your candidate. Hillary with the emails. They take the one thing and they just staple it to you and they run it on repeat. And what we Democrats do way too often, especially in the age of Trump, is we're like cats chasing after a light. We're like, oh, over there, no, over there, over there, over there. And we don't have to. I don't think that's our best benefit. I think we take the issue. She used the N-word. Do you really want to vote for somebody who used the N-word? 200,000 Latinos in this district. Do you really want the person who voted for this, who supported this? I just think we take those issues and we use them. And I think that's all I got. I want to help you guys. I just want to help. I swear, there's no game. Thank you. Well, hold on to the mic.
Hold on to the mic.
Okay. I can sing a little if you want.
If anybody has questions, please write them down on your card, raise your hand, and Mickey will come here and ask the questions. Don't be afraid of her, she doesn't like.
You didn't tell me how to do it, Mickey.
Thank Thank you, Mary. Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. You write terrifically and you speak very well, so thank you for
I
that.
appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so while we're waiting for people to collect cards, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay, in one of your recent posts, you call out Magic Johnson and other LA-based celebrities to speak out about the atrocities that are happening in LA. Have you gotten any responses?
So it's funny. This has really been bothering me lately, and I don't know if any of you have noticed or not. Like, if you think about, like, one thing that I find very frustrating about this whole thing is like, we're all here, and we're all really angry, and like I see you everywhere, right? And you're busting your ass, and you are, and you're like, and like Amy, who's coming next week. Amy is everywhere, and she's busting her ass, and sometimes you're just like, why are the Dodgers not speaking out, right? Why are the Dodgers, the franchise of Jackie Robinson, why are they not speaking out? Magic Johnson is Mr. Los Angeles. Like, last I checked, he's posting pictures of him eating at Nobu. Jeannie Buss, the owner of the Lakers, who I've known for years, and I'm sure hates that I'm calling her out, but I actually don't care. Like, where are you? You are Los Angeles. You are the power of Southern California. And I just find it incredibly frustrating that the people, they're all afraid. I'm sure they're all afraid. They don't want Trump to come after them, come after their businesses, blah, 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 blah. I totally get it. But sometimes you have to speak out. And I've had people get mad at me for calling them out, but I haven't had any response from them. Magic Johnson will not be calling them. I don't think.
Who thinks they're going to respond? Yeah. Okay, alrighty. Okay, you also called out Congressman Young Kim, and you called her a legitimately gregarious and likable 62-year-old who, as you say, genuinely loves the state of California and probably finds Donald Trump to be little more than an orange-painted buffoon. How do you see us, CD40 voters, and your role playing out as we drive toward the midterms?
So I just think that the problem, how many of you guys have seen Young Kim? Like, seen her, blah, 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 okay. Young Kim is legitimately likable. Like, she's not Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm just saying she's not. She's not Marjorie Taylor Greene. You've seen her. She's very approachable. She's friendly. I mean, she's not approachable because you can't find her, but she's approachable, and she's likable, and she's not a jerk. Like, she's not a jerk.
She's a phony.
She's a phony, but she doesn't come off as a jerk, is what I'm saying. Like, she doesn't. That's a fact. And people like that are actually harder to beat, right? If she were Marjorie Taylor Greene, this would be a delight in a lot of ways, but she's not. So, like, again, I think the most important thing we can do, for me personally, like, I see my role over the next bunch of months is like, again, like, you keep saying you're this moderate and you're protective of your people, but you keep voting unfailingly and unflinchingly with Donald Trump every single time. So I just think we need to take her, parse her voting record, and really attack it and find hyper-specifics to go after. Not a wide range, but find the 2 or 3 things that really work for us. Yeah.
I got a softball for you.
Oh, how am I so good looking?
Have you ever seen a better team than the 1986 Mets?
Thank you. Wait, who else had? Seriously.
There you go.
Oh, very nice. I wrote a book about the 86 Mets. No, come on. Dwight Gooden, Strawberry, Carter, Hernandez. Yeah, that was my first book and my first love. I was 14 years old growing up that year. So that was, 86 Mets. Any Mets fans? Any Mets fans?
Is
One,
that where they won it in the 9th inning?
Yeah. Later in the 9th inning, Game 6 of the World Series.
10th inning.
Ball through 10th inning, ball between Bill Buckner's
Yeah.
legs. Correct. All right. Nice shot.
But that was 86.
86? Yeah. 39 years ago.
I'm actually a Yankee fan. I like
Oh,
that too.
All right. Okay, another one. Do you think MAGA will continue asking for the release of the Epstein files?
All right, so I have to say, I don't know how many of you guys saw this, but
It's going to go up in flames.
wait, what's his name? The guy we all like, the Democrat, congressman, today. Raskin, today was like calling for hearings, right? The Republicans will never do it. They will never, ever, ever do it. But to me, is it an issue you can like take over the country with? No. But is it, I don't think. Is it an amazing bruise to hit with a hammer over and over again? It is. And it's like,
Yes.
because the thing that's the unspoken thing is, and I don't know, like, Trump is probably in there. There are pictures of him with Epstein. I used to party with Epstein. He's probably in there. The missing tape. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but like there is a reason these people went from super excited and aroused over this thing to like, oh no, we can't talk about it. So I just think the Democrats are wise to keep, because the right is pissed. And I actually get it. I actually, in a weird way, have some empathy with the people on the right who are like, Epstein files, Epstein files, Epstein files. And it's like, no.
Because they thought they were
They thought they were getting their Christmas present early.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna get Clinton.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Okay, you're the media, so let me ask you a media question here.
Are you saying that? Or?
We, the Dems, have to fight the Republicans as well as major media outlets. He won the first time because of major media. How do we fight them now?
Oh, that's a good question. All right. One thing I've said a few times, I actually said at your event a couple weeks ago, is one of the problems that we have. So I started my career as a newspaper guy. I wrote for the Tennessean, as I said, then I wrote for a Newsday later on, and I've written stuff for newspapers. People oftentimes are looking for the local media to kind of come, like, why aren't they covering this? Where's the OC Register? Where's the LA Times? Like, where are they? Someone at the rally last week was like, where's the media? Where's the media? They're not here. Here's the reality of it. When I came along in 1994, Nashville, Tennessean, we probably had 25 reporters just covering local, right? School boards, politics, etc. Orange County Register, my guess is, has 3 Orange County reporters. Like, it's not that the reporters aren't good, they don't exist. And the LA Times is the same thing. They cut back and cut back and cut back and cut back. And the truth of the matter is, and this I do agree with, like, you know how people say, you'll hear people say, like, we need our own Joe Rogan. You know, people say that, we need our own Joe Rogan. I'm not saying that literally, but I do think the right has really figured out alternative media better than we do, right? Most people these days, especially under the age of 50, aren't watching MSNBC. They're not watching, no one's watching the ABC News with Lester Holt, if he's even there anymore. Like, nobody's watching anymore. They're getting all their stuff from TikTok, from Instagram, and from Twitter, the Holy Trinity. And like, we need to get better at that. We just do. And I know it's generationally intimidating. I find it intimidating. It is intimidating. But that is the reality of it. It's not an MSNBC world anymore. It's a clip. What it is, it's a 2-minute clip of Rachel Maddow on Twitter or on Instagram. It's not sitting down and watching the show anymore. It just doesn't exist anymore. Most people don't even have TVs anymore. Like my kids, when they graduate college, they're not going to be like, where do I put the TV? They're not going to have a TV. It just sucks, but it's true. Sorry.
And they don't even want to stream all of it?
They just do it on their phone. Everyone watches movies on their phones. It's the craziest thing. I still never understand it.
Yeah, I can't believe you watch The Mission on the telephone.
I love the Mission. Soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah, I know.
How many people actually read the Post, the Truth OC?
It's okay if you don't. What? Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I have stickers, by the way. I have stickers.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So your posts, and I read it all the time, are between sarcastic, humorous, sometimes downright tearjerkers, like the rabbi sermon that you just did. Can you tell us about the moment when you realized you were really resonating with your readers?
You know, the LA Times did a story about me and the website, and that was kind of like a good moment for me. Like, that was a cool... Gustavo, any of you guys know Gustavo? He writes for that. Yeah. Like, he came down and he's like, because he thought it was really weird that a sports writer decided just to write about Orange County politics, and it is kind of weird, actually. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So that was big, and also I would think, again, when the woman using the N-word just went viral, I thought, oh, there's some likes here, this is good. And my readership keeps going up, and, you know, it's free. I just want to say again, it's totally free. I'm just trying to keep people informed. That's it. So.
Okay, alrighty. Would you recommend Dem clubs in Orange County support more progressive views?
Oh, it's such a great question. Here's the thing. I'm sure like this room is probably, those of you who've paid attention, I'm from New York, pay attention to the mayoral race in New York, are probably split right down the middle, right? There are people who are like, Cuomo, there are people who are like, no. I feel like this party needs to find a way, I know this is an age-old trope, but it's just true, to motivate young people to vote.
How do we get them to
Okay, there's a couple ways to do it. All right, so this is something I think the Democrats have done. First of all, just being honest, I think I went to the University of Delaware, right? I love Joe Biden. I did love Joe Biden, right? He stabbed us in the heart. Like, I'm just being honest. I love Joe Biden, but him continuing to run when everyone was like, you're too old, it's not happening, it stabbed us in the heart. And I'm just being honest, like, it doesn't make me happy. I love Joe Biden. But seeing Chuck Schumer now, like, you're not resonating with the people you need to resonate with, right? You're just not. And we need to be younger, and we need to be more energetic, and we need to, like, say what you want about J.D. Vance, and I can't stand even looking at him, but, like, he's pretty energetic, he's young, he looks like they can be like, look, we're future forward, and blah, blah, blah. I just think we don't do that enough. We just don't do that enough. So I like the race against Young Kim. There are a lot of, like, there's got to be Perry Meaders about to get in the race, 25. I don't know how I feel about 25-year-old, but I still think it's kind of cool that, like, a young guy wants to do it. We just need young, energetic candidates. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Who do you, excuse me, who do you read on Substack?
Oh.
Heather Cox Richards.
It's so funny. I was just going to say.
Cool.
I read Heather Cox Richardson's my go-to. Right? She's the best, right? I've been reading, oh my God, I'm having a brain freeze. Help me. The former congressman, Adam. No? Kinzinger. He just started a Substack. Oh, you know who's really good and has become kind of a friend of mine? Weirdly, Joe Walsh, former Tea Party Republican. Joe is great. Joe did my podcast a while ago. Joe is great because he...
Democrat now.
I know he's a Democrat now. And Joe is like, Joe's a badass. Joe was really good. Joe told me he wants to run against Lindsey Graham. I don't know if he's going to do it or not, but in South Carolina, I don't know if he can, but anyway, yeah, I love Joe Walsh. No, he moved there. Yeah, he's from Illinois. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Let's see. What do you believe are the most important issues in Orange County?
To me, right now, at this moment, honestly, it's ICE. I just do. I think we all have pressing issues in the moment. I think ICE is a number one with a bullet. And I think number two, and it's crazy how, like Will O'Neill is the head of the local Republican Party. He's the chairman of the, and if you ask that guy, does climate change exist? He would deny it. He'd be like, no, I don't see any reason for that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we're literally by the coast, watching it erode, watching it erode, watching it erode, and they don't do it. I mean, the state's pretty good about it, but here in Orange County, it's a mixed bag. To me, climate change is number two, but right now, at this moment, I almost want to say this again one time. There are guys in masks that you can order off of Amazon, driving in cars not marked, getting out of the car, wearing paramilitary vests, gun in their holster, don't have to identify themselves, grabbing people out of cars after breaking their windows, taking them away. Some of them are citizens, some of them are not. Again, the one thing they have in common is they're brown. I haven't seen one single arrest of a white undocumented immigrant. And there are white undocumented immigrants in America, but it's not the Stephen Miller playbook. This is all, I can't even fathom this is going on in America. It like hurts my heart. Sorry to be a broken record.
I think it breaks all of our hearts.
Yeah.
If you're picked up and detained by ICE, do you then have an arrest record that would compromise your employment options and eligibility for citizenship?
Way above my pay grade. I'm just being honest, I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. I'm learning on this. I just want to say also one thing. You don't have to be I'm learning as I go along. You know, like I'm really learning as I go along. Like Gustavo said to me in that article, he's like, how come you haven't been more in Santa Ana? And I'm like, because I'm learning about North Orange County. Like I'm not, like you don't have to have a super high local political IQ to get involved is what I'm saying. Like I learn as I go along, I ask a lot of questions. I don't have a great answer for you. Sorry.
Don't apologize. You're on
That's a Trump playbook, never apologize.
You're on TikTok. Do you want Trump to follow the law and close them down, or what?
Oh, interesting. Yeah. No, I think it's ridiculous. TikTok, I love TikTok. TikTok has helped my career. But like, it's utterly preposterous that he said, I want TikTok to stay around, therefore TikTok stays around. Like it's actually, it was supposed to die. So it wouldn't help me, but I think it's ridiculous. You know? Yeah. Is anyone here on TikTok? There we go. I just want to say, I'm being serious about it. TikTok is worth it. Even if you just follow it, just to follow it, it is an amazing resource. I swear to God, it is an amazing resource. You'll see. Am I wrong?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It is.
But some of
Thank
the
you.
stuff people do from that TikTok is
You mean like lip syncing Taylor Swift songs? Have you seen me doing this? Right. Of course, but that's America. We live in a stupid country right now.
Chinese will have all our information.
They probably do anyway.
Well, Elon Musk
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's okay.
The left loves to make the perfect the enemy of the good. What do you think?
Hey, the left loves to make the perfect. Oh, yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Wait, we eat our own. I assume that's what you mean. We do eat our own. I mean, New York City is the best example. Like, to me, like, Hakeem Jeffries being like, well, I don't know, blah, 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 if we should have this guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, what are you doing? Like, if the people of New York are picking this guy, get behind him. I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm not even saying I like him. But we do this way too often. And I know we're going to be primarying ourselves a lot. I get in some circumstances, but we do. Like, say this about the Republicans. They do stand behind their guys. Like, they do. Most of the time, you disagree. Give me an example. What?
The primary example.
Who are you talking about, though?
The
Wait, do you want to finish your good old one? Yeah. Never get in the way. Never let politics get in the way of your good old one. Yeah. My mom said that.
No, the Republican primaries.
Yeah.
You see who only gets to win is the craziest.
Oh, sure. Yeah, but then,
All the good guys don't get anywhere.
true, but this party has decided this is what they're going to be. And they go, like, you don't have anyone anymore in the Republican Party saying, we can't get behind Marjorie Taylor Greene. 6 years ago, people were like, oh no, we can't do this. But now everyone's just all in. They're just all in. That's all I mean. I was a granola bar. It's good. It's okay.
Actually, it's peanuts.
I just want to say, when I was a kid, my mom used to take me to the Pepperidge Farm thrift store in Mount Kisco, New York. She only kept vanilla wafers and graham crackers in the house. That was our treats. But once, maybe every 6 months, we'd get to go to the Pepperidge Farm thrift store and buy an expired cookie of our choice for 50 cents. It's a big deal.
Touching the third rail used to be a career killer. Why not now?
Because you know what's happened, honestly, is like, I see this all the time. Like, do you guys ever feel like, I'm being sincere, like it's all just too much? Like everything is just gone. And like, there's nothing anymore. You can be Donald Trump, you can cheat on your first wife with your second with your third with a porn star, you beat off in hush money. It doesn't matter. You can be Andrew Cuomo with all these things. It doesn't matter. Come back. He's going to come. Like, nothing matters anymore. I don't know how that happened. A lot of it is Trump. A lot of it is social media. A lot of it is the unfiltered access to all information. A lot of it is going on Facebook and getting these posts that aren't true, but they scare you into thinking something. We've just we're unmoored. We are 100% unmoored. I don't know what happened, but we are. And AI is not going to make it better. It's going to make it worse. Yeah. Sometimes I root for the asteroid. Is that bad? Yeah.
All right, let's talk about tariffs. Do you think tariff issues, and I expect that they're talking about the negative tariff issues, could effectively benefit Democrats?
I mean, yeah, because I think prices are about to skyrocket. It depends the thing about Trump, he's still for this quasi-great businessman, he's just which by the way is just, so much of his whole image is built off of the book, The Art of the Deal, and then The Apprentice. He's just, it's ridiculous. And for such a great businessman, it's kind of amazing how he's pro-tariffs on Tuesday, changes his mind on Wednesday, has a bowel movement on Thursday, and oh, maybe I shouldn't. It's insane what happens with this guy. I think the tariffs will be an amazing issue for the Democrats to run on. I think as prices go up, I just do. And also, if you look at Trump's polling numbers, say what you want, they're going down. People are not happy right now. And I will say this, yeah, definitely. I'll take those claps for me, even though it's from polling them. No, I'm just kidding. And the other thing, I just think, as more money this is interesting. The ICE rates suck. I'd rather Trump's approval rating go up and there be no ICE rates, because I take no pleasure in seeing people. With the recent bill, you're going to have more and more and more and more ICE rates spread out across America. The optics are terrible. They are just terrible. You could be the most Republican-y farmer in Nebraska. Having ICE agents show up to your dairy farm and grabbing people is not a good look, right? It's not a way to win people over, So, yeah, I think the tariffs will.
Yeah, but wasn't that his
say he's gonna put on tariff and then not tariff. It's his way of manipulating the stock market so he makes more money and his cronies make more money. Because they know they can, he knows he's going to, they'll say, before he says, putting the tariff, he sells the stock, and the next day, he says there's gonna be a
You're saying he's
tariff, the stock
manipulating the
market goes
system.
down, and then they can buy it, and then it goes back up.
I feel like
Playing with the tariff to make more money.
I feel like you're accusing Donald Trump of being dishonest. What
Dare!
the hell? Get out. Get out. Any more baseball questions?
Okay, one more. Now, this is actually a statement, but it said, after the big, ugly bill vote, I called Young Kim's office and left a message that it's going to hurt seniors. And this is a point we need to make, so all seniors in her district tell her. I think we all agree, right? Okay, so CD40, midterms, what do? You help us to understand. You're an influencer, you're a motivator, you're a great journalist. Help us understand what we can do.
I mean, all right. The first thing you can do is when they have, I'm just being honest, I know this sucks, when they come up with the opponent, support the opponent in every humanly way possible. Number two, I actually really all politics are local. Like in a way, that's the whole reason my website exists. Like all politics are local, right? It's really true though. It's actually true. You can be mad at Trump, you can scream at Trump. There's not that much we can do Trump, but you can impact the local election. So number one, support the local guy or woman, whoever it is, not just knocking on doors, but giving money, telling people. Number two, and I really think this is important, and I've learned this from this site, I swear to God, most people just don't know. Most people you're friends with are unaware. They don't know. So like, I feel like it's our job to make people aware. I do. The ice raids are the perfect example. Like, to me, I was telling a friend of mine, I don't know how many of you guys saw this, like a month ago, there's a guy in LA, he was an American citizen, he ran an auto repair shop, ICE agents stop outside his shop, cuff him, pin against a wall, and he's like, I'm an American, they don't care, blah, blah, blah. And I told people that story, and they're like, holy crap, and I put it on social media, they're like, holy crap. Like, a lot of people just don't know. And when you tell them, did you hear about the guy down the street? Did you hear about Peggy's lawn guy? Did you hear about Marge's nanny? Did you hear about the guy who works at CVS, who you see every day, who smiles at you? That guy just got detained by ICE, and he's in a prison in San Antonio. Like, the more you tell people in a local election, it actually works. I swear to God, it actually makes a difference. So to me, the number one thing you can do is just get the word out. Because this ICE stuff is really ugly. It's going to get uglier. But if we attach it to Young Kim, which is fair, it's not unfair to do that, I think it could be very effective.
You heard him, guys. Let's thank you very much.